Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. Today we'd like to talk about a situation that many young families face. They are trying to manage their finances, make the right decisions, and plan for the future. But at the same time, they often feel overwhelmed by the numbers of choices and financial options available. This is Novelan and Lily.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily, and I'll be speaking from the client perspective today. Let's look at Jason and Alina. Jason is 35 and Aline is 33. They are a young family with a new mortgage, a 1-year-old daughter, and not much saving left after buying their home. Their combined income is about $145,000 a year, and they recently took on $420,000 mortgage. They wanted to do everything right financially, but they feel overwhelmed by all options. They heard about RESP, insurance, and investing, but they are not sure what they should prioritize first. So the main question is, what should they do first?
Does this sound familiar? Many young families are in the same position. If there's only one thing you need to remember from today, it's start with protection. For Jason and Elena, the most important step right now is term life insurance. This is before RESP, investing and wealth building.
That makes sense. But I think a lot of young family might be surprised by that. Why term in life insurance the priority here?
Okay, let's break this down. First, they have a mortgage about 420,000. This is a significant financial responsibility. If something happened to one of them, the other would still need to keep up with the payments. That's before even thinking about daily living costs or childcare. Second, they have a young child. She's very little now, only 1 year old. She'll depend on them for many years. Life insurance helps ensure that the little one will be financially supported no matter what happens. Third, their savings are currently quite limited because they are young and their income is not big. If an unexpected event occurs, there isn't much financial cushions to fall back on. Term life insurance could act as like a safety net. And the good news is that based on the Sun Life quotations for early 30s young couples, if their coverage could cover their mortgage, the premium is only $60 per month for both of them. It's not too much. They could affordable that. They can get meaningful coverage without putting too much pressure on their budget.
I see. But a lot of people also hear that they should start the RSP early because of the government grant or being investing as soon as possible. So why wouldn't Jason and Alina start there first?
Yeah, I know. RESP and investing are exciting. Who doesn't love the idea of raising their money? But here's the thing. If something were to happen to them tomorrow, RESP or a stock portfolio can't replace their income or pay off the mortgage. Life insurance does. It guarantees that their family will be protected immediately. That's why we always see protection first, then growth.
So is this the first step for all young people, or does it depend on their situation?
Hi, Lily and Sarah. That's a great question, Lily. Term life insurance actually isn't for everyone because financial planning really depends on a person's situation. For example, someone who is single with no dependents may not need life insurance right away. The same goes for couples who have no debt and already have significant savings, or retirees whose children are already financially independent. But for Jason and Alina, their situation is different. They have a mortgage, a young child, and limited savings. That means their family depends heavily on their income. So, in their case, term life insurance becomes an important financial protection for their family.
It makes a lot of sense. What are some risks or things they should be careful about when choosing life insurance?
That's another important point, Lily. When choosing life insurance, there are a few things people should be careful about. First, overinsuring can create unnecessary cost. Buying more coverage than they actually need can put pressure on their monthly budget. On the other hand, underinsuring can also be a problem. If the coverage amount is too small, it might not be enough to protect the family financially. So the key is finding the right balance based on their needs, income, and responsibilities. And from an ethical perspective, it's important to recommend a product that truly fits their situation. For Jason and Alina, a simple term life insurance policy focused on protection makes more sense than expensive permanent policies that are more investment focused. In life insurance, is recommended incorrectly or misused, client might end up paying high premiums for coverage they don't actually really need, which could hurt their financial plan instead of helping it.
So once they have insurance in place, what should they focus on next?
Okay, once Jason and Alina have their protection in place and build a small emergency fund, then they can start focusing on the next financial goals. This could include starting an RESP or their daughter to take advantage of government grants, investing through a TFSA, planning for retirement, or even paying down their mortgage faster. The key idea here is prioritization. Financial planning isn't about trying to do everything at once. It's about doing the right things in the right order. For Jason and Alina, step one is protection and step two is growth.
Okay, that really puts things into perspective. So in this case, it's not about trying to do everything at once. It's about doing the right thing in the right order. For Jason and Elena, step one is protection and step two is growth, right?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for listening, and we hope this helps you think about how to prioritize your own finances or how to advise someone in a similar situation. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop. Done.
Yeah, I think this one.